Well, I guess it's time to start something new over here on the J.Adamson1 channel. This is what was formerly the second incarnation of the J.Adamson1 YouTube channel. Pretty much this is a second channel, my main channel. If you like car stuff, go follow my main channel, Roast Tires. I'll leave a link in the description below. But this channel is going to be dedicated to game consoles and gaming as a general rule. Now, pretty much for some background on me, I'm a 19-year-old college or sophomore, about to say freshman, and pretty much my hobbies are cars, video games, music, and film. I am currently going to school for general studies at my current college, Georgia Highlands. I'll be transferring out to the Georgia Film Academy in the fall, but pretty much that's if you don't know me at all. If you guys are coming here from the main channel, you guys obviously know who I am. But what is this channel going to be about? So this is my game collection, and this is pretty much the entire thing out for the first time ever. I posted a video to my Instagram, which I will leave in the bottom right hand corner of the screen. You can see there a video of my collection, and there's a couple things missing. Mainly the Game Boy Advance was not pictured in there, and I wanted to put that up here, and this is kind of the star of the video. So pretty much my collection consists of an NES, an Xbox One, a PS2, a Nintendo Switch, a GameCube, a Genesis, an N64, a 3DS, a Game Boy Color, and a Game Boy Advance, as well as a PSP, which is missing. I cannot find it to save my life, but that's the collection in a nutshell. Also have quite a large shelf of games in my office, which is in this door, which I will showcase as a overclip you guys can see now. But the star of this video is I'm going to announce the very first console project. And so, as you can tell, this is my AGS-101 Game Boy Advance SP. And where do I even start with this thing? I've had this was my very first game console when I was about 4 or 5 years old. This was the system that started it all for me as a Nintendo fan and as a gamer in general. Pretty much growing up, the two consoles that I spent the most time on was the Game Boy Advance and the PlayStation 2. Pretty much, these were the systems that made up my childhood. I did not ever get to experience the original Xbox or the GameCube that much as a kid. I did get to play a GameCube when I was in elementary school, but besides that, I never owned one. And by far, the GameCube, which I now own one, is one of my favorite game consoles. But nothing beats to me this duo right here of consoles from my childhood. Now, granted, the Switch, I believe, was my favorite, I have to say. But these two were the literal personifications of my childhood. So, this SP is an AGS-101, like I said. It is far from mint condition. Paint is destroyed all over the place. As you can tell, this model in particular, the majority of the ones I've seen in this color always suffer some sort of paint damage on them. For the most part, everything works. The hinge is still in fantastic condition, something my DS Lite that I used to have did not have. The screen is just dirty, but it's in good shape. Paint is damaged all the way around the system, including the buttons, which I forgot about. But why am I doing a project on this? Oh, here's the back. The back is terrible. The serial number is gone. You can't see it. But it is like this is how I verified it was a 101. This thing is absolutely destroyed. So what's the plan? So this specific SP, and the reason that I haven't touched it or even shown it off in the majority of my videos that I've done on my game collection, is the fact it doesn't work. It does power on, but it will not stay on. It has a very common SP problem that I've seen, where the power switch becomes dirty and will cause it to randomly shut off. And this does have a brand new battery in it that I put in the 9th grade, which is about 6 years ago. I borrowed it. A friend gave me a replacement battery for the SP, so I popped it in there, and that did not fix the problem. And I found out it's very common for the power switch to get broken on these and be dirty, so I just need to clean the contacts, which I will be doing in a future video. But I wanted to introduce the SP project because pretty much the plan is to do a case swap, upgrade the speaker, as well as, of course, fix the power switch. The case I've been looking at, I'm looking at a few options. I primarily want to go with orange. I've been a big fan of the Orange Spice GameCube. One of my closest friends has one, and that's kind of the color theme I'm wanting to go with is orange. I might do cobalt blue. It's another option. As you can tell, blue seems to be my color. I've got a blue N64 controller, blue 3DS, blue color. I have the indigo on the Switch, which I'll probably do another video of wrapping this thing. Well, it's necessarily a skin, but I always call it wrapping because in the car world we call it, you get the idea. But the Advance is going to get pretty much completely overhauled. I thought about buying a new one, and I was going to buy a Spice Orange long model, as I like to call it, the AGB, that does not have a backlit screen. But I thought maybe the more I realize it, especially once I found out how to fix this thing, it's a free fix. I just need traveling screwdrivers, and this thing can be fully repaired and working again in its current state. But I'd rather fix it and restore it to its former glory. So anyone who's watching this video that knows somewhere I can get a upgraded speaker for this thing, I have not been able to find the speaker, but I have found the case I want to pick up to do. If I do that, I'll be doing a step-by-step video on replacing the case swap on this one. There's a lot of case swaps on the internet you can find, and I'm pretty much using the Game Shed's tutorial to guide me through installing a brand new case on this SP. Pretty much that's the project. I want to do work on this and get it fixed. It will, of course, have a brand new sticker on the back. It will say it's a 001. Versus the 101, which is what this one is, but it will work. Pretty much, I don't plan on selling it anytime soon, so it'll work fine for me. I doubt, unless you want to verify what it is, people pay attention to that number. But that's that. That's the project. So that's going to be the very first stuff you see. We're also going to be introducing a series on this channel called Console Quirks. And in the car world, if you watch car YouTubers in general, you may have heard of Doug DeMuro. He does these videos where he points out the individual quirks and features, as he says, of each different car model. And we'll be doing something similar to that on this channel, but on consoles. And we'll be calling it, like I said, Console Quirks. And the first episode's actually been the N64, because that's been probably one of my favorite consoles I've played, even though I only have one game for it. And when I first picked it up, I didn't even buy a game for it. I ordered one online because my friend has an N64 as well, and he was going to loan me some of his games because he doesn't play it as much, but he couldn't find it. So I wound up buying a copy of Mario 64, and I've been enjoying that with the system ever since. We're also going to do a project on the NES, because the NES is also broken. I bought it broken, and I didn't know. I paid $70 for that NES. And the moment I get home, blinking red light. So I need to, I'm going to take it to a store in Kennesaw, Georgia, known as Steel Collectibles, and they've said they'll fix it for free, and they'll run it through their cleaner, and it will be in 100% working condition once it comes back, hopefully. So that'll be fantastic, because I want to get that back. I have 2 games for it. I've got The Legend of Zelda and Metroid. I also have some games my uncle loaned me right here, which includes, I believe this is called Battle for Olympus, or Battle of Olympus, and Rad Racer. So 2 games that my dad and my uncle grew up with as kids, because this was what they had when they were young, besides the N64, obviously. That's that. So I just want to introduce this channel and bring it back into circulation, if you will, with my main channel. And this is where all the gaming content is going to be. If you want to see videos of me rebuilding these consoles and stuff, this is going to be the place to be, because they are not getting views on my main channel at all. And I thought, what better place to do it than a channel that was developed to be a gaming channel for this channel in the beginning. So anyway, welcome back. This is going to be a full-on console build channel, and eventually will probably be rebranded at some point as well. But as for right now, that's that. So thank you guys again for tuning in, and we'll see you guys when the SP project wraps up.
And tell me that you be proud of me. I'm never gonna hear you talk like this. How you hang from your faults when your plots dismissed. What the fuck do you truly miss? When I'm dissing on the bus, I don't